I turn the music off. I can't trust all these companies with their music. Menu's kind of janky. Alright. You are captain of the Federation starship USS Voyager. Okay. Stardate 48315.6, Captain Catherine Janeway. New ship, new crew, new mission. Today we embark on a mission to locate the Maquis vessel that disappeared in the Badlands. Starfleet intelligence believes these terrorists have acquired dangerous new technology. My chief of security, Tuvok, is undercover aboard that ship. I haven't received communication from him in over a week. So this is pretty standard. This is kind of like how it starts out. Badlands are treacherous. I can only hope he's safe. Badlands are treacherous. In the meantime, I have a starship to prepare for launch and a crew to assemble. Speaking of which, our final two crew members have just arrived. Ensign Harry Kim and Tom Paris. Alright, gentlemen, welcome to Voyager. There's some jankiness with the mouse. Ensign Kim, you're fresh from the academy, ready for your first deep space assignment. Reporting for duty, Captain, it's an honor to be here. I hope to live up to your expectations. Ensign Kim, I trust you've already met Tom Paris, our esteemed observer, a former Maquis pilot who will help us search the Badlands for the Maquis vessel. But he's wearing Starfleet rank at this point. Oh, no, there he is. He's over there. Somebody else is in the helm. My bad. That's Paris. Yeah, my mouse is all janky. I don't like that. Respect, ma'am. Observer's hardly title befitting my talents. I'm the best damn pilot in the sector. Call me pilot extraordinaire, Ensign. Maquis, wow. I've heard a lot of stories about them. Relax. I was with the Maquis only for a few weeks before I was captured and sent to a lovely little penal colony in New Zealand. Prison. Enough chatter, gentlemen. All hands, this is the captain. Report to your stations. Helm, take us into the Badlands. Maximum warp. No engage. No, that's cheese. That's lame. That's lame. I need to turn on the music, don't I? Badlands, a treacherous region of space where violent plasma storms can cripple even the most advanced starships. Captain Janeway observes the swirling chaos from the view screen, a subtle smile playing on her lips. She's ready for a challenge. The challenge, actually. We'll leave their music on, I guess. Scanners are picking up no other vessels in system, Captain. It's your time to shine, Mr. Paris. Any idea where your former colleagues might be hiding? Wasn't exactly my key of the year, Captain, but they did prefer underground bases, remote planets, and... Captain, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm reading a coherent Tetrion beam scanning us, and a displacement wave heading towards us. Colossal wave of turbulent energy surges towards Voyager, its power dwarfing anything the crew has ever seen. With no time to analyze the threat, emergency measures are initiated.
Razornock. By the way, I saw the error decoding video again. I also saw it on Locum Plays too, and he runs 8,000 bit rate.
Yeah, that's what it's from. I know what it's from. It just doesn't always happen. It's like when the servers get busy or something, I think.
Razornock. Feels random to me.
So this is definitely a generic red alert sound. No effect. They will intercept us in 5 seconds. Brace for impact. As the crew regains consciousness, they find their bridge in total devastation. Twisted metal sparking consoles and injured crewmates paint a grim picture. What just happened? Well, that's not AI generated at all. Damage report.
Razornock. Shit hit the fan.
Major hull and deck damage. The transporters are offline, and we're receiving casualty reports. Bridge to sickbay. Doctor, I've got an injured crew on the bridge. Doctor, damn. Captain, we're losing systems across multiple decks. The deuterium tanks are empty. Warp cores gone to gray mode. We're on reserves barely. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Scan the nearest source of deuterium. External sensors are offline. Stellar cartography must be down. Voyager's blind, Captain. Brainwave engineering. We need stellar cartography back online now. Okay. Tutorial. Oh, how I like a tutorial. Welcome to the tutorial. Click on the question mark icon on the left of the screen to revisit any tutorial screen. On controller, press D-pad left 2 times. Some additional tutorials will not pop up during gameplay choice, but automatically appear in the tutorial list. Check out new tutorial screens now.
Razornock. Favorite part of the game: reading the tutorial.
Food. Titanium. Switching on. Captain sensors are picking up something out there, but Harry's trying to stammer as we're not in the Badlands anymore. What is that thing? Where are we? Our sensors are working. We just jumped over 70,000 light years to the Delta Quadrant. Delta Quadrant? How? Captain, life support systems are failing. This array will have to wait. Mr. Paris, take the helm. Find us a deuterium source. Scan. Scan points of interest marked with white question marks to reveal resources. Now get deuterium. Well, that was ungodly easy. Navigate your ship by traveling to various locations. While traveling, time passes in the form of cycles. Keep track of your resources in the main hub. Deuterium, your fuel that powers the warp drive. Deuterium and duranium and tritanium, defense essential for construction and repair. Crew is needed to operate key systems and rooms. Stellar cartography, we did that. Points of interest. In visiting POI, you can choose between different approaches with different risks and outcomes. The different colors of the chance bar represent the possible outcomes. Excellent, dark green; good, light green. Outcomes, more rewards like extra resources, morale increases, etc. Average, yellow, can induce minor setbacks. Bad, orange, and terrible, red, provide low rewards, and medium to major setbacks like destroyed rooms, hull damage, and severe injuries. Of course, Mr. Paris. First was a big success. We managed to recover a lot of resources. 564. Excellent. Captain, we can now deactivate gray mode. Captain, ready to increase warp core output. Warp cores react to the powers of the ship to generate energy. It continuously consumes deuterium. Depending on the reactor level, you produce more energy, but more deuterium is required. Increase the power output by selecting the main engineering and switching the warp core to a higher tier. Returning to normal, Captain. Good. Now what about this thing, the array? I can't tell, Captain, but our scanners detected a Maquis vessel next to it. Scan for life. Scan the ship for life signs. There's no one on board, Captain. Scan the array. What about the array? It seems our sensors can't penetrate it. Just have to see for ourselves. I want the transporter room repaired and ready. Mr. Paris, get us to a duranium deposit. We need to repair the transporter room. Found an abandoned ship adrift in space. It's powered down but structurally sound with sealed storage compartments. Okay. Medium, there we go. Safely search for anything of value without entering the station. We have now all the uranium we need. Standing by to repair transporter, Captain. Transporter's back online. Wow, that's not to scale at all. Holy crap. Jesus. Could they have at least maybe tried to be at scale? Man. Mr. Paris set a course to the array. It's time we get some answers. Or let's not. Salvage other parts of the ship. Let's go. We need resources. Oh, we have full storage. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to get out of this menu. Escape takes me into the menu, but like... There it goes. Weird. It didn't switch back earlier. Okay. Deuterium. That's what I'm full of, right? uranium. Let's go. Construction report, science laboratory, life support active, and it allows for analysis of found objects, unlocks the tech tree, enables research of technologies, produce 1 science points per cycle. Each additional science laboratory increases research speed. Enter the ship. There's a hero gameplay, okay. Safely search. Let's go. Tutorial sickbay. Injured and sick crew will be placed in sickbay automatically. After treatment, they'll go back to work. Increase the efficiency of sickbay by assigning a suitable hero. First, let's go. Deuterium. Uranium. Set the course. Where does it tell me how much power I'm consuming? Right here? Available 50, okay. Interesting. Max capacity 100. Using the tractor beam, let's go. That could have maybe turned out better. Vincent Kim, Mr. Parrish, get ready for your first away mission. Take the new guys. Transport room. Away missions present a series of challenges. Heroes possess skills and traits. Select heroes with matching skills for your away team. Mr. Tom Paris, Mr. Harry Kim. Shall we say? Gentlemen. Decide on an approach and select the hero to complete the challenge with the appropriate skill. If the skill is lower than the requirement, the success chance is displayed. Captain, we seem to have materialized in the middle of a cornfield. This place is eerily similar to Earth, but something's off. Any suggestions on what to do next? Look for any footprints or special noises. Scan for any life signs or strange energy signatures. Let's go with this one. Harry and Tom use their tricorder scan for life signs. Following readings, they navigate through the corn and find people working the fields. Old men sitting on a porch in a nearby farmhouse strumming a banjo. After the challenge, the participating team members are fatigued and their skill values are reduced. Let them rest for the next challenge to recover and plan ahead accordingly. Okay. Captain, this old man seems harmless enough. He might know what's going on here. How should we approach him? Read his body language? Harry and Tom discreetly observe the old man, trying to analyze his body language. Something feels off, like he's putting on an act, but they can't quite put his finger on it. Why? The old man seems perplexed by their presence, muttering about Harry and Tom being early and how it is not their turn yet. He invites them to stay on the farm and wait, offering them some fresh corn cobs. And a button nose. You can select more than one hero for a challenge if they possess the required skill. If the accumulated skill value is equal or higher than the required number, you have a chance for critical success, golden part of the chance bar. Old man isn't much help. We'll try to find the Maquis ourselves. There's a large barn in the farmhouse. Tricorder readings are off the charts. Definitely something strange about it, especially that back wall. Really? Try to disrupt the field, causing a flicker in the air. Before they break the illusion, people from the field burst in, wielding farm tools as weapons. The old man appears and reveals the barn is an illusion. The back wall dissolves, showing a bluish-green glowing room where unconscious people, including a tattooed man and a half-Klingon woman, lie on the surgical tables. Chakotay and Balana Torres. Sometimes you have to make major decisions that have a large influence on how the story proceeds. The decisions are marked with a golden outline. Must be the Maquis. They are being held, Captain. We must get them out of here. Pick up the half-Klingon. Harry sprints towards the half-Klingon woman, hoping to rouse her. As he reaches out, the old man stops him. A look of concern on his face. Before Harry can act, a blinding white light fills his room, and everything goes blank. Mission complete. Okay. Sudden return. Captain Janeway anxiously awaits the return of her team when Harry Kim is unexpectedly materializes behind her. What happened on the array? Whoa, I'm back on Voyager. What happened over there, Mr. Kim? We lost contact with you for several hours. Hours? We were just there, right, Tom? Tom? Seems like he's still on the array. I hope you have a hidden piloting talent, because we're short. Captain, we're being hailed by the Maquis. Starfleet, I don't know what you did to our commander, but I can still ram this wreck into your precious starship. Ram us? One of our own is also missing. It would make sense to postpone the ramming until we're all accounted for. Does that sound reasonable? We're beaming over. face to face. Despite Janeway's invitation, the arrival of the Maquis crew is fraught with tension. Both sides remain wary as they prepare to discuss their shared predicament. Don't play games, Starfleet. We're armed and ready to defend ourselves. I wouldn't have it any other way. Glad to have you back, Tuvok. Likewise, Captain. As Torres, I must inform you that I was assigned to infiltrate the Maquis. I never liked you, Vulcan. That is unsurprising. I assure you I performed my Maquis duties to the highest standards. Patak. You win some, you lose some. Let's focus on bringing back Mr. Paris and your commander back. His name is Chakotay. We can't get back in that easy. They're sealed. The communications are cut off. Lieutenant Tuvok, get down to engineering, find a way to bypass whatever's jamming our communications, report back as soon as you have a solution. Captain, the ship's status remains critical. Repair protocols are imperative. We require resources and engineering office to mobilize additional workforces. Prioritize life support, secure core decks, and restore Deck 5 functionality first to gain access to the engineering office. We did that. Life support restored to Deck 5, Captain. Engineering office is now available. Engineering office fully operational again, Captain. We have an additional work team to carry out 2 tasks simultaneously. We should now focus on Deck 2 and the mess hall to ensure the food's supply, maintaining their physical endurance. Okay. Morale. Need food. Good job. Sustaining extensive damage. Emergency rations are currently deployed after repair. The crew can access replicator rations again. We build some crew quarters now. It'll do wonders for morale. Build rooms. Captain, I need to address lack of quarters. Many are sleeping in the quarters. Morale is suffering. I suggest building new quarters so people can sleep in their own beds. Build 1 new quarters of your choice. Build enough quarters to inhabit all of the crew. Everybody. Every cycle your crew consumes rations. You can always use emergency rations, which don't require resources but lower morale. Crews used to consume premium rations made by the replicator that is increased morale but consume deuterium. Okay, that's fine. Each room requires personnel to operate, so keep this in mind. Directly into the atmosphere. Let's go. 114. That's close enough to what we needed. Alright, slide back. Well, shit. I didn't really think that one through, did I? Captain, the array's jamming signal has been neutralized. We should be able to establish communication. Let's hope they respond. Hail the array. Erg, who's this? Why are you bothering me? Oh, it's you. Why are you back? You don't have what I need. I remember that voice, Captain. It's the old man with the banjo. But his form is entirely different compared to how he appeared on the array. I'm Captain Janeway of the Federation starship Voyager. We mean you no harm. We just want our people back. Your people are no longer here. They might have what I need. You just have to leave them. Appeal to his humanity. Try to intimidate him. Let Taurus talk. Scan the array for Tom and Chakotay. Allow the words of the stranger. Scan the array for life signs. Tom and Chakotay. No life sign of them, Captain, and no humanoid life forms indicated at all. Who or what are we talking to right now? Try to appeal to his humanity. He's not a human, but maybe. We are entrusted with their safety. Their families and their friends rely on us to bring them home. They are our responsibility. I understand, but I had no choice. There just isn't enough time. Time for what? I must honor a debt that can never be repaid. Find something that cannot be found. Offer help. What are you looking for? Maybe we can help. I've searched the galaxy with methods beyond your comprehension. No, there is nothing you can do. No, you're stealing my time. Don't you understand? I don't have time. Not enough time. We've been cut off, Captain. Damn it! We haven't gotten any closer to Paris and Chakotay. You managed to get something. You Starfleet don't know how to fight. But you sure talk good. Captain, if I may. I have observed that the array has been sending energy pulses towards the 5th planet of the neighboring system ever since our arrival. Given the lack of information regarding our missing crew's location, investigating this planet appears to be the most logical next step. It's the only lead we have, thoughts Miss Torres. I don't like this any more than you do, but it'll be easier if we work together, Captain. Helm, set a course for the 5th planet of the neighboring system. Let's find our people. Set a course to the 5th planet of the neighboring system. Maximum warp. Sector map shows the entire sector with several star systems. You can either travel directly to another system, or you can scan the system first and select a specific POI to visit. Here we go. Plus 46, let's go. Give me. Plus 9. Morale. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Boom. All right. Engage. Or don't engage, just fly. Like, oh, there we go. Ooh, pretty. Alright. Ready. Okay. Conduct a detailed analysis. No, fuck. For the vessel salvage. They are not liking me doing this right now. Tractor beam, let's go. We got this. Here. Sure, salvage the vessel, let's go. Captain, I hate to be the very bad news. Cargo bay is overflowing. If we find any more, we'll have to know where to put it. Yeah, addition cargo bay. Sweet. So now I should be able to do this, which do it here. Wait, that is big. Get it. Get it, get it, get it. There we go. Okay, we are cargoed. Come on. $2,000. No combat. Go. Make it so. Continue and make it so. Should be playing Vampire the Masquerade actually. Get ready for the new one. Comes out, what, 20th, 21st or something? What do we have? Following the caretaker's energy pulse, Voyager discovers a desert planet with a harsh, unforgiving landscape. Artaban, Chakotay perhaps being held in this place. Well, under the surface, maybe. Do a general scan. Check the impulses. They're consistently targeting a single location, a barren piece of desert. I recommend an away team investigate the area. There's something else. The interval between each pulse has decreased by 0.47 seconds since we left the array. They're getting faster. The entity said he's running out of time, right? Whatever that means, we'd better hurry. Do a general scan. See what we can learn about this planet. It all has basic characteristics of an M-class planet, but no ocean, no river, nothing. However, there are settlements. Analyze the atmosphere. Let's take a look at what happened here. Array's energy pulses are interfering with the atmospheric scanners, Captain. I cannot perform a clear analysis. Alright, away team. Let's do it. We examine this world firsthand. Captain, a small ship is approaching. They're hailing us. On screen. First contact. A peculiar alien with a mischievous grin greets Voyager from his chaotic vessel. Neither Starfleet nor Maquis have ever seen such a species before, perhaps an inhabitant of the Delta Quadrant. Greetings, looking for something on this dusty old rock? So, he was telling us that we needed a galley already once. So, like, he's already been on the ship. So this is kind of a weird, out of order thing, I think. Interesting. Minor bug, I guess. Will we find anything, Mr. Neelix? Never seen a ship like yours? Let me guess. You were whisked away from somewhere else in the galaxy and brought here against your will. Sounds as though you've heard this story before. Thousands of times, well, hundreds of times, maybe 50 times, but the caretaker has been bringing ships here for months now. Caretaker. That's what the Ocampa call him. He's probably snatched some of your crew too, right? They're likely down on the planet with the Ocampa. But Captain, it's a tricky place, dangerous. You could use a guide. But of course, a guide needs a little, you know. Compensation? Sounds fair. Wonderful. To be honest, I've had it rough recently. Those pesky voles have been nibbling away at my supplies. Some food and water would be most welcome. You help us find our missing crew, you can have all the food and water you want. It's a deal. Alright. There we go. What a delicious meal, a culinary masterpiece. I've never encountered such a tangy but comforting, smooth yet vibrant concoction. What was it called again? Tomato soup. Tomato soup, something of a culinary wizard myself, you know. My Alfarian hair pasta bowl is widely known for its bold, mouth-watering taste. Mr. Neelix, I am pleased you are enjoying yourself, but we need your assistance now. Ah yes, your missing crew, right. Scan the southern continent, look for a range of dead volcanoes. At the foot, you'll find a Kaezlo Ugla encampment. Kaezlo what? One Kaezlo sect of many. They control this part of the quadrant. They're a bit difficult, but with the right approach, even they can be reasoned with. But you said the Ocampa had our people. Well, the Ocampa do have your people. It's just finding them is a bit tricky. My old pal, Mei Jabin, the Ugla leader, might know where to look. He's a nice guy, a bit gruff. He owes me a favor. Let's get more information. Anything else we should know about these Kaezlo Ugla? Water's a precious commodity around these parts. The Ugla, they mostly get theirs through trade, so a little liquid diplomacy would go a long way. Send an away team. Prepare an away team, and you'll accompany them, Mr. Neelix. Fly back to a call. Captain, we've reached our destination. Orders. Send the away team. Big Bolano. Start the mission. All right. Captain, our tricorders are malfunctioning, probably because of energy impulses. How do we get our bearings in this dust bowl? Struggle through to a vantage point. Team finds it difficult to make progress in the harsh conditions. Wind and sand slow them down. Uneven terrain often causes them to stumble. Eventually they reach a ledge, exhausted and disoriented. In the distance they spot the Kaezlo Ugla settlement. However, the wind is picking up and a massive sandstorm is approaching from the south. Captain, a sandstorm is heading our way. We need to find cover fast. Mission risks. Risk level. No debris. We've reached the settlement. How should we approach the people here? Let Neelix do the introduction. Let the Talaxian do it. Beautiful. Neelix bounds forward, greeting the Kazon Ugla in his usual boisterous manner. The women and children seem to recognize him, but their expressions are skeptical rather than welcoming. The men approach cautiously, weapons in hand. Tall Kazon emerges from the settlement, Jabin their leader. At the sight of Neelix, his face darkens. In the background, a badly bruised young woman, who looks nothing like a Kazon, but more like a human with pointy ears, peers around a corner. Seems like the Kaezlon don't find Neelix as charming as he led us to believe. How should we appease the captain? Sure that we have no bad intentions. I guess this is our best option. Offer water. Alright. The way team offers Jabin water for the replicators. Fashioned by this technology, Jabin accepts the offer and becomes more receptive. He explains that the Ocampa live underground, their access controlled by the caretaker, who also provides the only source of water. As proof, Jabin points to the bruised Ocampa woman who is holding as a slave, explaining that she is one of the few who have managed to reach the surface. When suddenly, Neelix grabs a phaser, he points at Jabin and demands for the Ocampa girl to be freed. Oh, crap. Things are getting out of hand, Captain. We should retreat. Alright, Neelix. Hess recruited. The away team raises their hands in a gesture of peace, slowly backing away while choosing their words carefully to calm the angry Kazon. Jabin, though furious at Neelix's impulsive action, recognizes the team's intelligent attempt to de-escalate the situation. He allows them to retreat, though his eyes burn with anger. Right, so now we have Neelix and Kess, which are core members of the crew, until Kess is replaced later on by someone else. Okay. No injury bonus, Sector 1. 315, 15. Alright. Safely back on Voyager, Neelix surprises the rest of the away team as he and the rescued woman kiss passionately. How deep does the relationship between the two go? My dearest Cass, didn't I promise I'd save you? I knew you'd come for me, my love. You lied and endangered my crew. This is not how a trust is built, Mr. Neelix. He was desperate, Captain, but I understand. I want to repay you and your crew for saving me. As Jabin said, the access to the underground city is controlled by the caretaker. There is a tunnel, but the caretaker sealed it with a security barrier. We may be able to bypass transport through the barrier if I had the slightest breach. A transporter signal amplifier would be necessary. Excellent idea, Cass. You can help us once you've. Can you help us once we've located the breach? Of course. It's the least I can do. I'm grateful now. Why'd you come to the surface, Cass? So dangerous. Why'd you leave your home? I felt strong pull to explore the world beyond the city. I yearned for the freedom to discover new things and learn about myself. Seeing my people so dependent on the caretaker, unable to even think for themselves, it was unbearable. We were once a people who had full command of our minds' abilities. How'd you two meet? Kess, Mr. Neelix, I'm curious, how did you two meet? I met Kess while she was trading in the Kaezlo. They enslaved her, but she was kind, even to someone like me. I had to get her out. He visited, brought me gifts, made me laugh. He was the only good thing in that terrible place. We fell in love. I admit, I used you, Captain. I apologize, but I'd do it again in a heartbeat. What do you know about the caretaker, Kess? Generations. He has provided the Ocampa with food, water, energy, and protection from the outside world. Any idea why he does it, or where he came from? Nope. We do have stories and legends about him, but they're just stories and legends. All right, let's go. Got shit to do. Got shit to do. I need my coffee. Caffeine. Chop chop. Big Bay. Go. Captain, the science lab is back online. We can start searching the signal amplifier. Computer, initiate emergency medical holographic program. Alright. With no other options available, Captain Janeway activates Voyager's emergency medical hologram. A shimmering figure materializes in sickbay, ready to provide critical care. Please state the nature of the medical emergency. Doctor, our chief medical officer, is dead. You have to take care of sickbay for now. This patient, Cass. There's no need for concern. I'm capable of treating any injury or disease. A broken ulna, a few minor bruises and grazes. Nothing I can't handle. You are in the most capable hands, young lady. His bedside manner, I think, feels a little bit too nice right now. It's like his notorious, he just has no bedside manner, but he's feeling very bedside mannery. Thank you, Doctor. That's very kind of you. Expect you to do your best, Doctor. Do my best, Captain. I am programmed for optimal medical care. What else would I know? If you excuse me, I have a patient to attend and a sick bay to reorganize. build another engineering office. Not that I expect we'll get that far. Tech tree. Access the tech tree to research new upgrades. This way you can upgrade rooms and unlock passive bonuses to improve efficiency. Certain technologies first require an upgrade of their tier of a technological category 2. Unlocking a new tech costs research points 3. Research points are produced by active science labs, but can also be gained as rewards. Item researched. Captain, the blueprints for signal amplifier are complete. However, to start production, we need to repair the workshop. Workshop repaired, Captain. We can start production of the signal amplifier. Tech tree. Maneuvering thrusters, warp drive, shuttle bay, level 2. Workshop level 2. Just gonna go ahead and start researching that now. Because, you know, you need that for the Borg. So yeah, we'll work on that now. And hull reinforcement we'll work on too. Oh, we can only do one at a time. Signal amplifier complete. It would be wise to haste back to Acampa. We're gonna go grab some more fuel first. Let's go. Let's get the collectors. Come on, we got this. God damn it. Alright, we've reached our destination. Send the away team. Make it happen. Make it happen. Tuvok. And Alana Torres. There we go. See. Upon materializing near the tunnel entrance, a group of Kaezon is already there, tinkering with the security barrier in frustration. As soon as they notice the away team, they reach for their weapons, but hesitate. Careful, shouts one of them. Don't let them butter you up. Butter you up, okay. Kaezons. The captain and the Kaezon seem more cautious this time, but they're still ready to attack. What are your orders? My orders? What are my orders? I do not know. Wondering what this is. Show a force of weapons. Negotiate safe passage. Use a transporter module to make harmless objects appear, causing a distraction. Sure, let's do that. Away team uses a transponder module to beam a small plant into the Kaezon camp. The sudden appearance of a strange green object causes confusion and alarm among the Kaezon, allowing the away team to slip past them and enter the tunnel unnoticed. Captain, we've reached the tunnel entrance, using the transporter signal amplifier now to find possible breaches in the security barrier. Make it so, Balana. Wonderful! Away team amplifies the transporter signal, carefully scanning the barrier for any vulnerabilities. After a tense few minutes, they locate a small breach in the energy field They successfully transport themselves through the opening into the tunnel beyond the barrier. The tunnel opens into a breathtaking sight, embedded into a large cavern, a futuristic environment with smooth, white walls emerging in front of the away team, glowing in a warm white light and littered with patches of green. The Ocampa City. Captain, we're inside Ocampa City, but it's a maze of streets and chambers. How should we proceed to find Tom and Chakotay? Well, let Cass lead the way. Follow the blonde girl, she know the way. Cass approaches the group of Ocampa, respectfully asking for assistance in locating the missing Tom and Chakotay. The Ocampa, touched by her concern, eagerly provide directions to the medical facility. The away team eventually finds their crew members, awake but disoriented, surrounded by strange medical equipment. Chakotay instinctively reaches for a weapon, but before any confrontation could occur, the ground starts to shake violently. Message from Captain Janeway cuts through the joy of reunion. Caretaker Ray has apparently repositioned itself and is now firing at the tunnel entrance. We need to get out of here. Clear the path through any debris or obstacles. The logical thing. Wait team clears a path through the collapsing tunnels, using their phasers to blast the away debris and create a safe passage that dodge the falling rocks and collapsing ceiling, ensuring everyone escapes safely. Soon they reach the exit, the security barrier, the only thing standing between them and their escape. Tremors are interfering with signal amplifier's focus, Captain. The connection is constantly being interrupted. We can't beam out like this. Analyze the tremors interference pattern, recalibrate the transport signals accordingly. Team analyzes the tremors interference pattern, quickly recalibrates the transporter signal amplifier to compensate. The transporter signal stabilizes, allowing the away team to lock onto the beam and materialize safely back to Voyager. Alright. Back on Voyager, Paris breathes a sigh of relief, while Chakotay eyes his Starfleet rescuers with suspicion. The Maquis commander struggles to understand this sudden alliance. Well, of course he would. Captain Chakotay, welcome aboard Voyager. I'm Captain Catherine Janeway, and Mr. Paris, it's good to have my pilot back. What, no champagne? Not even the replicated? I'm Commander Chakotay of the Maquis. Taurus, what's going on here? Long story, Chakotay, short version, we're stuck with Federation sycophants in the Delta Quadrant. And we share a common goal, getting home. Anything you learned on the planet could help us. What'd you learn? Naive, friendly, they don't get out much, and that's good because they wouldn't survive. Apparently they've been living underground for longer than anyone can remember. That's true, our ancestors lived on the surface once. Ancient journals tell us the caretaker opened a deep chasm and led us underground. Any idea why? They mentioned a warning. The day our surface turned into a desert. On that day, the caretaker appeared and built our city. Since then, he has provided for the Ocampa. A debt that can never be repaid. Say again, Lieutenant Tuvok. There is enough evidence for me to form a reasonable hypothesis, Captain. The Ocampa homeworld turned into a desert from one day to the next. The caretaker's immediate arrival seemed to be no coincidence. I assume he is responsible for the ecological damage, building the underground city and caring for them. He seems to be trying to make amends. But how could he caused such devastation to render a planet incapable of sustaining life? I confess, I do not know, Captain. What'd you learn about the caretaker? Anything? They say he's been acting out of the ordinary lately, abducting people. He increased his power supply to he increased their power supply to half a decade. And he destroyed the tunnels. It sounds like he's preparing for something, but what? Caretaker mentioned that you might have what he needs. Can you make sense of that? We woke up covered in scabs. A compass said they were sent away to prevent some kind of plague. A plague? Except we weren't sick before. They also mentioned others with the same disease, but they didn't last. They died. I want you both in sickbay now. Womp womp. So much for the screening on the transporter beams. Captain, their condition is unusual. Of course. The doctor. Appears to be cellular disruption caused by the introduction of foreign genetic material. Their bodies are rejecting it rather violently, I might add. Don't say. They're fortunate. For a few more days, and their cellular disruption would have been fatal. Foreign genetic material for what purpose? Excellent question, Commander. Appears to have been introduced deliberately, though why anyone would want to inject them with incompatible DNA is beyond my comprehension. Prognosis, Doctor. I already stated the treatment. With my expertise, they should make a full recovery. Captain, there is now enough evidence to form a reasonable hypothesis. Caretaker provides the Ocampa with a mere 5 years' worth of energy, then destroys the access tunnels. In addition, he frequently mentioned running out of time. The Caretaker has sustained the Ocampa for millennia. Why this sudden urgency? It is illogical. My conclusion is that he does not intend to continue his role as Caretaker. The Doctor's discovery further confirms my hypothesis. The Caretaker is enacting measures to safeguard the Ocampa for as long as possible. However, they will run out of energy eventually, so he seeks a successor, someone who holds the key to their survival. A compatibility with the Caretaker's DNA. This explains the abduction and subsequent testing of individuals from various sectors. I believe the Caretaker is dying. If he dies, how the hell are we supposed to get home? We have to return to the array before it's too late. Uh-oh. We're getting close to the end of the episode, y'all. More assertive approach may be necessary. Excuse me. Vulcan's right. If the overgrown energy blob won't send us home, we'll blast our way. Phasers, torpedoes, the whole shebang. I believe a bit of tactical planning is in order. Shields first, then phasers. We're as ready as we'll ever be. Let's show this quadrant what we're really made of. There we go. Beautiful. Engage, Mr. Paris. Captain, we reached our destination. Orders. Let's go. Let's see what we can find out. Well, that's unfortunate. We were expected, Captain. It's the Kaezlo. The lead ship is hailing us. They're probably not calling to chat. I'll have a marquee raider manned. You'll have this. You have support in this if this turns into a fight, Captain. Excellent idea, but let's see what Kaezlo have to say first. Back for more, are you? Don't think your silk tongue will work this time. All we care about is getting home, Jabin. We will beam over to the array and see if we can arrange that. Oh, I'm sure you have another fancy speech prepared for the entity, but I won't allow it. We have no dispute with you. Of course not. You'd rather talk your way into getting what you want. This is absurd. We have no intention of challenging you. I'm not as gullible as you think. The array's power is mine. Jabin, can we discuss this like two civilized... He's disconnected, Captain, and they're powering up their weapons. Battle stations. Each combat encounter you may choose up to 3 heroes to utilize their specific strengths and abilities. Click on the plus symbols to select new heroes. USS Voyager, Maquis Raider versus Kaezon Carrier, Kaezon Support Vessel Alpha, Kaezon Support Vessel Beta. 7951, yeah, wow. Okay. Cloaking, surrender, select hero. Where the fuck is Captain Janeway? Shouldn't she be in here? Alright, Chakotay. Tuvok. And guess Tom Paris. Voyager will fight semi-autonomously. Phasers are fired automatically, torpedoes manually. You can control the ship by opening the command menu and deciding how to approach the enemy. Cool. Order your ship and try to attack and defend a side with either defensive or offensive movement. Try to attack or defend a side with either defensive or offensive movement. Fleeing requires enemy engines to be damaged, while surrendering costs resources as a form of payment. You can also repair damaged subsystems. Proceed to offensive movement. Battle heroes' abilities can be activated by either selecting them with the mouse or by pressing the number keys. A blue countdown indicates that the ability is activated, while a white countdown shows the cooldown time until the ability can be used again. For more detailed information about the effect of the abilities, hover over the respective image with the mouse. Torpedoes have to be fired manually. Shift key or left on the controller. Left trigger. They are very powerful weapons, causing great damage to system and hull. However, their effect is negligible against shields, so make sure you fire from the right angle. Apparently we won. Not that I thought we wouldn't, but that went better than expected. Our raider is still in good shape. I'll keep it close by just in case more Kaezon decide to show up. You are strong, Captain. There is strength in numbers. I have called for reinforcements. This array will be mine. Then I guess we don't have much time. Hail the array. Well, aren't you persistent? We need you to send us back where we came from. Impossible. I have barely enough strength to complete my work. I must protect the Ocampa. If I do not, the Kaezon will steal their water. They won't be able to survive. What happened to the Ocampa was your fault, huh? Something you did turn their planet into a desert, didn't it? That was the debt that could never be repaid? We were explorers from another galaxy. We had no idea our technology would devastate their atmosphere. 2 of us were chosen to stay behind and care for them. 2. Where's the other? She went off to look for more interesting places. You gotta let them go, man. Did you ever consider allowing the Ocampa to care for themselves? They're children. Children grow up. They need challenges. Maybe the Ocampa are stronger than you think. Send us home. You've dragged us into this. You need to send us home. Captain Jabin wasn't bluffing. His reinforcements have arrived. I could try to access the array's system to transport us to the Alpha Quadrant, Captain. No, I'm fading. Time is up. If you leave, the array will be left to the Kaezon. They will annihilate the Ocampa. You must destroy it. Don't listen to him. We'll be stranded. Please protect the Ocampa. Caretaker fades away, collapsing into an inert crystalline form. Janeway is now forced with an impossible choice. Return home to the Alpha Quadrant, leaving the Ocampa defenseless, or sacrifice Voyager's return to ensure their safety. The clock is ticking. He's gone. Captain, the Kaezon are closing in. Shall I try to access the primary control systems to send us back?
Razornock. So someone on YouTube Shorts said the brain is an amazing organ. It starts working in the mother's womb and doesn't stop working until you get elected to Congress.
That's fucking funny. What's that over? What are they complaining about? Are they just generalizing Congress people, or is there, like, a method to their... Should we destroy the array and strand ourselves?
General statement.
Or should we try to access the primary controls and send us home? Let's try that. Fuck it. Protecting the Ocampa would violate the Prime Directive. My responsibility is to this crew. Access the control systems, we're going home. You're abandoning the Ocampa? To hell with the Prime Directive. They deserve a chance to live. Follow through. Access primary control systems to return home. Mr. Tuvok. It's my ship, Commander Tuvok. Now. Attempting to access primary control systems, Captain. Transit program initiated. Array is ready. Engage. Janeway makes the call. The Voyager will return home. Tuvok activates the Caretaker's technology, and a blinding white light engulfs the ship. Uncertainty hangs in the air. Will it work? Will they make it back? Time seems to freeze as the crew braces for the unknown. Voyager materializes in the Alpha Quadrant. The familiar stars a welcome sight, but the joy of returning home quickly fades as Starfleet and Maquis meet eyes. Just moments ago, they were allies, united by a common goal. Now, back in familiar territory, the reasons for their alliance has vanished. We actually made it. We're back. You abandoned the Ocampa, Janeway. Left them to Kaezon, another powerful enemy preying on the weak.
Well, that was a quick game.
Just like the Cardassians. Cardassians! No! I won't apologize for putting my crew first, Chakotay. If you remember, the only reason you and I formed this alliance was to get our people home safely. And now we're back to being enemies. Is that it? You're going to hand us over to Starfleet? Yeah, that was my job. I respect what we've accomplished together, Commander, but my loyalty belongs to Starfleet. You and your crew will be detained. I should have known better. Starfleet will always be Starfleet. You bastards! We fought side by side with you. We saved your ship. We helped you get home. You can't do this. I can. I will. Lieutenant Tuvok, escort Commander and his crew to the brig. Aye, Captain. Commander, if you please. You talked about unity and working together. Always the noble heroes until it's inconvenient. You sicken me, Janeway. Captain, with all due respect, this isn't right. They helped us get home. They saved my life. We can't just imprison them. Personal bonds must be ignored.
And Paris and Torres never get married.
Right? I know this is difficult, but sometimes duty requires us to make difficult choices. Personal feelings cannot interfere with our obligations to Starfleet. But is duty always right? Captain Janeway acted in accordance with Starfleet protocol. It is the only logical choice. So, does this mean I'm heading back to the penal colony? Because honestly, I'd rather take my chances with the Borg than be locked up with Chakotay and the others. I'll reassure him. Tom, you're a good guy. I could use you as a pilot. I made you a promise, Mr. Paris, didn't I? And perhaps a certain pilot with your unique skills might find himself back on Voyager sooner than he thinks. That's music in my ears, Captain. I'll show Starfleet what this pilot extraordinaire can really do. Well, gentlemen, it seems our adventure has come to an end. Mr. Paris, set course for Starfleet headquarters. It's time to report in and for a coffee break. You've reached the end of the demo. You've escaped fate and brought Voyager home against all odds. A peaceful return, but you've missed out on all the exciting adventures and discoveries the crew would have experienced otherwise. The adventure you've chosen to skip is waiting for you.
LMAO.
Add Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown to your wish list and prepare an eventful journey when the full game launches. Well, when is it? When does the full game launch? Like, this is stupid. You release a demo, you don't tell us when it's coming. Shenanigans. Shenanigans.
Soon TM.
Yeah, right? My guess is that if we had blown up the starbase, it would have been like, congratulations, you've just started your journey into the unknown Delta Quadrants. You know, and then it'd be like, face off on the Borg and blah, 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 right?
Razornock. See if it does.
Maybe. It's gonna make me start all the way over the beginning. Alright, let's see what happens. We'll try the other one now. Do it. Battle stations. Plenty of strength. Send us home. Destroy the array. We never asked to be involved, but we are. I won't trade the lives of the Ocampa for our convenience. Lieutenant Tuvok, ready to try cobalt devices. What are you doing? The array's our only way out of here. You can't. I can and I will. Try cobalt devices ready. Fire. Find another way home, I promise. Who do you think you are, making decisions for all of us? It was the right decision, B'Elanna. The Ocampa, they remind me of our people. We were fighting a more powerful enemy to protect our own. The Ocampa deserve that too. 70,000 light years. We're really stranded, aren't we? Great. Now I definitely missed my next out-meet review. A missed behavior review should not be your primary concern at the moment, Mr. Paris. Thanks, Tuvok. Hadn't thought about that. Jabin is hailing us, Captain. You made an enemy today. Mr. Paris, put some distance between us and this place. Hull can be damaged in combat, dialogue, spatial phenomena, or the main deflector is offline. If the hull integrity reaches 0, Voyager will be destroyed and the game is over. Hull doesn't regenerate by itself. To repair the hull, assign a work team in the engineering office. Asteroid, plasma, storm, main deflector. Come on, take it. Oh, there's one more system. How interesting. There's one more system. Get it, get it, get it, get it. There we go. Launch bay, come on. Alright, storage is full now. Sweet. Should be able to do this now. don't think that's gonna be enough. I don't think that's gonna be enough. It's not. Didn't I have 2 teams though? Only because... No. Wait. Oh, I'm doing an upgrade or something, aren't I? Yeah. Science laboratory, let's go.
AdCat. I didn't realize how much dead space there was on the ship.
Yeah, right? I'm not sure there's actually that much dead space, but, you know, we got blown up and ripped through the space very roughly, so. To prevent Kaezlo from seeking control of this array, his array, I was forced to destroy it. Jabin, leader of the Kaezlo Nugla, has predictably declared Metallic Voyager an enemy. We are now truly stranded in the Delta Quadrant with a hostile Kaezlo sect on our tail, and we should put some distance between ourselves and this disastrous encounter as soon as possible. Yes, we should. "70,000 light years from home. Seems we're in this together, Commander. Your decision didn't win you any friends, Kazan, Maki, and Starfleet, but I respect you for it. Their anger is justified, but we have more pressing concerns. 2 crews on 1 ship stranded in the Delta Quadrant fighting for survival." Sounds like the setup to a really interesting, like, TV show, you know? Kind of crazy, huh? Wonder if they ever made a TV show like that. I know a thing or two about survival. The Maquis are a motley crew. We had to learn to put our differences aside to work together to coexist. Coexist, Well, Commander, I'd like to offer you the position of Voyager's first officer. First officer, you're willing to trust a Maquis with that responsibility. I'm learning to adapt. This is a new beginning, a chance to forge a new path together. Neelix, Kess, you wanted to see me? Do you need anything else before you leave? Supplies, water, medicine. Well, that's what we wanted to discuss. We'd like to go with you. Before you say anything, Captain, we both very much want to be a part of your journey. I can offer you so much in this sector, Captain. Need a guide, supplies, contacts, and a cook. Oh, you haven't lived until you've tasted my Angla Bosk. But more than that, Captain, I can be your morale officer. Keep those smiles bright on this long voyage home. Have a feeling you'll need that. A guide, a cook, and a morale officer? It's quite an officer, Mr. Neelix. And Kess, what about you? What do you hope to gain from this journey? I want to see the galaxy. There's so much out there I don't know, so much to explore and discover. Perhaps this journey could help me understand my own telepathic abilities better, learn more, develop them. But I also want to help. After the doctor cured my wounds, I realized I want to help people too. Maybe I could learn from him, assist in the sickbay. I think the doctor would be glad to have you. Very well then, welcome aboard. Captain, you might want to see this. Looks like we've stirred up a little trouble, in a good way, I think. Unexpected guest. A sudden distress call reveals Voyager's victory over Jabin sparked a mass escape from the Kaezlo slave camp. Janeway wastes no time ordering the desperate survivors to be beamed aboard. Neelix is surprised to find another Talaxian, Zabian, who was captured while exploring the Ocampa landscape. Gratefully joins the growing crowd of survivors seeking the Doctor's Ka, plus 13 crew. Cool. Got more people. Alright, everybody listen up. Stand strong as one crew, defend ourselves, unite, explore, unknown, and learn. Fuck it. Let's do that. We're alone in the uncharted part of the galaxy, ripe for scientific discovery. We face the unknown with open mind, eager to explore and learn. To survive, we must work together as one crew. Chart new territories, seek solutions. Explore, but duty calls us home. Chart new territories, seek solutions. As the only Starfleet vessel in the Delta Quadrant, we continue to chart new territories and unravel the secrets of this region. But our objective is to return home. 75 years is unacceptable. We will innovate. Never give up, find a way together. Analyze, innovate, find a way home. Adapt, overcome, reach home. Analyze, innovate, find a way. We'll search for advanced civilizations, wormholes, anomalies, any breakthrough that can shorten our journey. We will analyze, innovate, discover. Somewhere along this journey, we will find a way back. Well spoken, Captain. Wow, he changed his uniform real fast. Clearly this was like, it's been a little while, right? Like, you don't just like magically change clothes. It's not like I mean, maybe it is. The future or something. Mr. Parrish, you've proven yourself a skilled pilot and a valuable member of this crew. I hereby appoint you as our flight control officer. For the first time in my life, I don't know what to say. That's perhaps a state that you would like to embrace more frequently from now on, Lieutenant Parrish. Lieutenant Parrish has a nice ring to it. Don't you think? Hey, Harry, I bet your own promotion is just around the corner. Oh, that's a low blow. That's a dirty low blow. Oh boy, I imagine becoming captain one day. Oh, God. Very well, gentlemen. As first official act in your new position, Lieutenant Parrish set a new course. We're flying home. There it is. Captain, you've reached the end of your demo. You made a brave choice to destroy the Caretaker's array, stranding your crew far from home for the greater good. The real adventure starts now. Add Star Trek Voyager Across the Unknown to your wish list to be ready to continue your mission when the full game launches. Thank you for playing. Keep exploring. That's it. Is there even any more? Oh, that's it. So if you go back to Earth, there's no more exploring. It's done. You're over. Okay. Set a course. Dr. Beam. fuck is that sound? This is an awful travel sound. Like, really awful travel sound. That's it. I think we done did pretty much everything we could do. We'll go back and check and see if we missed anything in the... Did. Alright, that's it. We're done. I like it. I think I could find myself spending a lot of time in this, especially with like the choose your own adventure type of thing. It's got a really interesting hook. The music and the sound effects aren't like actual Star Trek, which is kind of off-putting a bit, but it's not a deal breaker. And the mouse is a little bit clunky on some of the screens, like it's got some issues with it. But otherwise, I think we'll be playing this once it actually releases. If it ever actually releases. This could be fun. I could have fun with this. We still need to play Star Trek Resurgence or whatever the hell it is. The Telltale. Like, we haven't played that one yet, but it's on our list. And then at some point, a little bit more Star Trek Online, right? So, yeah. I'd say, you know, check out the demo, see if you like it, and if you do, great. If not, then probably not for you, but could be fun. I just wish they'd tell us when it was coming out. I wish they would tell us when it's coming out. Even the trailer doesn't say when, so that's disappointing. But, you know, it happens. But yeah, that's gonna be fun. Playing through like all 7. I assume it's all 7 seasons, right? So like it's gonna be like the major events basically, which could be fun. Could be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. I don't like the fact that I have a feeling if you don't do the paths that like they want you to take, it's not going to be all that great. So like it's not going to be Baldur's Gate with like a million different viable paths. It's probably going to be with a bunch of dead ends that if you don't like do the path that you're supposed to, it just breaks the game at some point. It's kind of what I was scared of. Not scared, but what I'm expecting, I guess, is a better way to put it. Scared that it's not really as choose your own adventure as they'd like it to be. Or we would like it to be, maybe.
@cat. As long as we can do a crimeless run.
You mean without breaking any of Starfleet rules? I don't know if that's a possibility, man. I don't know. Maybe though. One of these days we'll do the Starfleet what is it? Star Trek Bridge Crew. We'll do Bridge Crew at some point. Anybody that has that game wants to mess with that. Someday. Someday. I don't have a lot of Star Trek games, if I'm being honest. I've got Infinite, Bridge Crew, Star Trek Online, Resurgence, and Voyager. The demo, which we can uninstall now. Uninstall Voyager. So I'm excited for that. I hope that turns out to be pretty good. I hope that turns out to be good. It looks good. It looks good. But, you know, Infinite I enjoyed too, but they pretty much just killed that. Infinite's dead. So if you were wondering, yeah, it's last update was in 2023, so that's a dead game. Sadly. Bridge Crew's a dead game. All the Star Trek games die. The only one that's still running really is like Star Trek Online. Resurgence kind of like came and went, and nobody even really paid attention to it. It's like, are you serious? Like, what happened? What happened, man? But what now, though? What do we do now?